The finest pony rice, perfect for the idli.
Keep working, friends. The harvest is bountiful this year.
Questions. The grains appear translucent, glassy, and slightly yellowish, distinct from opaque, raw white rice. This
These tiny cuboid seeds are the secret catalyst that will capture wild yeast and ensure the idli becomes fluffy and porous later.
ಇದರದಕ್ಕೆ ರೆಂಚಿಡು ಇದು ಒತ್ತದಕ್ಕೆ ತಂದಾಕನೆ ಅಂಗೋಡಿಟ್ಟು ಎಡುಪಗಳದ
Close-up detail of the fenugreek addition. A hand sprinkles a handful of amber-colored fenugreek seeds into the tank containing the white urad. The strict separation of ingredients is crucial because they require different grinding times for idli. Clear. The water dripping off is slightly viscous and slippery. Tiny air bubbles cling to the sides of the Urad Dal soaking tank. This indicates that the natural bacteria on the lentil
A nozzle sprays a fine mist of ice-cold water onto the rotating stones. This lubrication ensures the rice phase. The parboiled rice is being ground. The paste looks slightly gritty and coarse, resembling wet sand.
The tactile check. They are feeling for a semolina-like roughness. If it's too smooth, the idli will be sticky.
A thick stream of coarse rice paste and a stream of fluffy dal batter are poured simultaneously into the vat. As the blades turn, they distribute the wild yeast throughout the entire mass of rice. This is the flow check. The batter flows in a thick, continuous ribbon, not like water and not like dough. This consistency is crucial for a soft idli. The mixing paddles lift the batter, trapping pockets of ambient air. This added oxygen will help the the bright white batter against the cold silver industrial steel. This acidification gives the idli its signature slight sour tang and preserves it from bad bacteria. The high humidity prevents the surface from drying out, forming a hard crust that would ruin the idli. To work well. The batter does not flow like a liquid. It falls off the spoon in heavy, gelatinous plops or clumps. This proves the idli batter is lighter than water due to trapped gas.
The bubble burst. It releases a tiny invisible cloud of carbon dioxide, evidence of the biological engine driving the idli process.
Establishing shot of the molding station. Tall stacks of gleaming stainless steel idli plates sit ready on a prep table.
An automated nozzle arm sprays a fine, atomized mist of vegetable oil into each metal cavity.
This thin lipid layer is the only thing standing between a perfect idli and a ruined mess. The cloth is pressed deep into the depressions. This porous fabric allows steam to penetrate better, creating a softer cloth idli.
The empty metal plates pass through a short steam tunnel to warm up slightly. A warm plate encourages the immediate final rise of the idli.
The mold is filled only to 80% capacity. This distinct gap between the batter surface and the rim is reserved for the expansion of the idli during steaming.
The surface of the batter is dotted with tiny micro bubbles that refuse to pop. These bubbles are the no-drip mechanism. A suction back action prevents any batter from dripping onto the flat spaces between the molds. The plate is fully loaded with 4 perfect pools of white batter. They look glossy and wet.
This engineering prevents water droplets from the ceiling from dripping down and ruining the surface texture of the top idli.
Condensation management.
The batter starts as a slightly translucent, creamy off-white. As the starch cooks, it turns into a The vapor leaving the vents changes character. It no longer smells of raw, fermented sourness, but extreme close-up on the skin of a contraction. The surface of the idli transforms, developing a very thin, barely perceptible skin that seals the moisture. The touch test. It does not stick to the skin. It feels firm and springy, not doughy. This indicates the resting phase is complete.
The gap between the plates is inspected. Because of the resting time, any trapped steam has escaped rather than condensing back onto the idli and making it soggy.
A flat stainless steel spoon is dipped into a bowl of cold water. This lubrication creates a hydro.
Here, have some more sambar.
Oh, I love the chutney.
Make sure you eat well before you go. The internal network. We see the complex microscopic honeycomb structure of air pockets created by the fermentation.
It is heavy and dripping, saturated like a wet sponge. It holds 50% of its weight in liquid.
Fingers gently squeeze a piece of soaked idli. Savory juices ooze out of the pores.
Close-up of the clean break. Unlike bread, which leaves crumbs, the idli separates cleanly. No dry particles fall onto the table.
Filter coffee.